all hamburger juice. It's your boy, Smoke Screeners Prime.
What's going on, fam? First thing I wanted to say before we get started is this right here. Jesus loves you, fam. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Alright, so I'm not going to say we're getting that out of the way. I'm just going to say I wanted to make that known that Jesus loves you for any of you who may be out there struggling and whatnot and don't know where you can turn to or who you can turn to. Just want you to know Christ is always there, fam. Alright, for us. So now let's get on to Thundercats, baby. And with that, I'm gonna swap this hat. Bam. And let's put on the T-Cats. Alright, fam. So, a couple things I want to talk about today. One thing is this right here. Skycutter, baby. Now, this is the LJN Skycutter. Still works good with SUPER7. As you can see, this is Jackal Man right here. Giving you a closer look at the Skycutter. Jackal Man right there, fam. And it's good. It's good. It still has the ability to flap like a bird and everything. So it still does its job. It's still a good. Gotta tighten that up a little bit there. And on this side, let's try this again. And that looks a little better. Going down. Take out some Thundercats, baby. So I want to say that there is a new Skycutter that's out, and well, not out, but it's been shown. And I want to say, fam, it looks good. I like the fact that it looks a little bit more accurate to the cartoon. I want to say I like the blast effect that it came with. It comes with the Vulture Man that's supposed to be reminiscent or a reflection of the original Vulture Man, and because it has a little dagger in there like the other Vulture Man had, and it's going along with the Mumra, because they call it like the toy versions. Okay, so the SUPER7's Ultimates and the Deluxes are what they are, the Deluxes and the Ultimates, and then they're like the collector's versions, right? So the Mumra that looks like the Mumra we had as a kid, and the Lionel, so forth and so on, those are what's considered the toy versions. Okay, so this Vulture Man is going to be one of the toy versions, and it looks okay. I'm cool with the Ultimates Vulture Man. It looks more like the cartoon. I care more about the figures looking like the cartoon more so than like the toys I had. The toys I had was good for their time, and it's fine. And I have no issue with anyone who says, but I wanted to get this because it looks just like the toy when I was a kid. Cool. No problem with that at all. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy. You like what you like, and I don't knock that. I myself like them to look as much like the cartoons as possible. Now, when the Ultimates first jumped off, man, I thought it was amazing. I didn't think you could really get them looking. Well, I'm not gonna say that you couldn't, but I was content with how they look. The mutants. Let's just look at Vulture Man. The mutants, man, they really look like the mutants. Let me take them off the Skycutter. They really look like the mutants, fam. Of course, he's on that old buck. This guy needs an update. Pins. He definitely needs an update, just like Panthro does. However, I want to say that he still looks good. Now, y'all know I talked about getting off a little bit. Y'all know I always talk about the double jointed arms and knees and whatnot. I just did a video the other day in regards to why it's important, especially towards cast layer. Why the double jointed knees and arms, and I also added the a deep waist bend, right, to that, because that would really set it off. Now, if you really want to make, if they really wanted to make it the Ultimates, then they could go all the way and make their posability be like Marvel Legends, and then they would really be, you know, cooking with Crisco. They would have the arms swivel right there. They would have, you know, what they already had with the wrist, and then also with the feet, and then the legs can move, and it would just take it to a whole nother level. I showed also where there was a line, the 2011 line. I showed those figures and how their posability, if they implemented that with these figures, would be awesome. But I only really need that for the Thundercats themselves. Not even from Drago, from Lino to not even Snarfer, from Lino to, let's say, Wily Cat. Okay, and the reason why and so that means Lino, Tigra, Panther, Chitara, Wily Cat, Bengali, Lynxo, Pumara. Those guys, those Thundercats. Snarfer, leave them the same. I don't need no extra posability for those guys. It is what it is. But those guys, I want them to have the posability like a Marvel, I want them to be able to pose like a Marvel Legend, like, you know what I'm saying, with the butterflies and all. I would love that, and maybe they'll do that later on. I don't know, but that would be awesome as far as the posability, because they're flexible, they're posable, they're jumping around all the time, they're doing all these different things. So my Thundercats, I want them to be like that. Now you can get some poses out of them, but some you just can't get some of the poses that you really want, fam. And so that's what I want, those poses, and now we'll take it to the next level. Now, as far as the mutants, and the mutants, you ain't gotta change. You don't have to change this guy, because I don't need him to have great posability. I just need this guy updated. That's it. I just need him updated. But you don't necessarily have to change him. Now, if you do, that'd be awesome. And he should have been made like another figure. This guy right here. This guy. If you look, take this out of his hand. Once again, I like this comparison because they're the only ones that have kind of close. If you look, these guys are basically the same. This is from the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Look at this guy. Look at Jacko. They're basically kind of the same build and everything. One difference, you look right here. If you look at Jackalman's waist, right? He bends about that much, right? Move his arms out the way so you can kind of see. He bends about that much, right? This guy, just off the bend alone, look at the difference. Look at the difference, man. You see? Then these double jointed people just don't get it. How this can just be, this will be a game changer for Thundercats to be able to do that. But I mean, it is what it is. Again, it would have been awesome if instead of this they did this, and I get why. but that doesn't mean that they can't change or improve later on. It doesn't mean that. Some people are like, say they're not going to do it, they're not going to do it, blah, 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 blah. If they're going to do it for the Ninja Turtles, that's supposed to be coming out, I think, it's supposed to be coming out pretty soon, but it was moved back. I can't remember exactly when, but it got moved back further this year, closer toward the summer, I think. I think it got moved back to June. I believe that's what the email said. But if they're going to make the Ninja Turtles double jointed, and it's not the originals, but it might be the 2003 or something. I can't remember. I don't know. But if they're going to double joint those guys, there's no reason they can't double joint the Thundercats. And eventually, I know it's going to happen. This new line, though, is a step in the right direction. That Deluxes, and people complain again. You'll never be able to satisfy everybody. People are going to say, Deluxe, but this is all we get. Look at the packaging. Look at what you get. It's a throwback to what you got when we first got the line. So, I guess what y'all wanted is that they would have taken the Deluxe packaging and took that toy version Lino and stuck them in that Deluxe packaging, where you just had this one claw shield, the sword, and Lino. And then I guess y'all would be happy, right? If they put it in like that. I guess y'all would be happy. No, you wouldn't be happy, because then you're like, where's all the other stuff? You see? Deluxe, Ultimate. So, I mean, it is what it is. But Deluxe, I know most people say Deluxe, you have a lot more stuff, but the Ultimates give you, I'm like, what? They're not going to give you everything in the Deluxe, because they're making the boxes smaller so that, again, people can go into the stores and you can see Thundercats. I mean, how cool is that, man, that now you can go into the store and you can actually see Thundercats on the shelf. Some people don't want all the other stuff. If you think about it, majority of the stuff from the Ultimates that you get, majority goes in some kind of bag or something that you stow away. When you're displaying the Thundercats, you're gonna have them with their primary weapon. So what's the problem? You got Lionel, you'll have him with the sword of Omens extended, and 9 times out of 10 people have him with the sword of Omens extended, and they also have him when it's small sitting on the side in the claw shield. So I don't see what the problem is. You don't have all the claws out there with him and all of this stuff. You got them like in a bag or some kind of container. You got it in. So I don't know why people are so all up and on because of the Deluxe one, but because it gave you really what you want. Maybe if and don't get me wrong, I feel like it could have came with a couple more things, but I mean it is what it is. If you want all that other stuff, the Ultimates is there for you. So it is what it is. However, a lot of eyes is coming with the I don't know what you would call it, Super Ultimates, Extreme Ultimates, the Ultimate I don't know what you would call it, but to me that looks like just a new version of Ultimate with the light up eyes, which is cool. That's coming. I'm gonna tell you, fam. Originally, I was not going to get it. I was like, I'm cool. I don't need all that extra stuff. Just give me the Deluxe line on, and I already got all the Ultimate stuff. I can transfer it over, which you can do that. But the light up eyes, man, be cool. And I'm hoping, it is my belief they're gonna redo all of the Thundercats. They definitely got to redo Panther. So I know what it is, and Brian Flynn did talk about Panther on the interview with We Want More Thundercats, how he's going to be different and stuff like that. So I'm hoping they redo it. I'm hoping they redo him like this. give him the butterflies, a deep bend, double joint that jugger. Oh, I would love that. Come on, man. Panther, and he can really show him, you know what I'm saying, doing them nunchucks. Whoa, that would be awesome. But if you get them all doing that, all double jointed and everything, even if I don't get, I would love to have a deep waist bend. That's what I spoke of lately, past couple videos and whatnot. I've been talking about the waistband because it, you know, kind of popped into my mind when I was looking at this figure right here. But if you don't, and you just give me the double jointed elbows and the double jointed knees and keep everything else, I'm cool with that. I can work with that. Easy. I can work with that. That's not that big a deal to have the deep bend if I can get that. But if you're going to redo that, why not go all out? But I get it. You're going to give a little bit here, a little bit there, and so that we keep on going. But there's so many aspects of Thundercats, so many different figures, so many different things to build upon the Thunderverse. That's what I call it. I call it the Thunderverse. And that Thunderverse includes, you know what I'm saying, the Silverhawks. You know, it includes Tiger Sharks. Supposedly they're gonna make them. I hope they don't make them no time soon. So we have a time so we are able to get these Thundercats in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to take time away from making some Thundercat stuff to doing the Tiger Sharks because it's already split enough with the Turtles and the Silverhawks and other stuff. And if we get down to it, the Turtles and the Thundercats are the main bread and butter for SUPER7. There's other stuff. They got other lines. Don't get me wrong. So tell me what you think, fam. And like a fat kid in dodgeball, I'm out, baby. And don't forget to like and subscribe.